Welcome! Somewhat different unboxing today. I've got this to open, and I'm going to tell you what it is right away. It's a record player, and the reason that I'm telling you before I've even opened it is because I want to give it a bit of a demonstration for you after I've got it out of its packaging. Now, I have unboxed record players before on this channel. A cheapo suitcase thing that I did pass on to a friend, and then about a year or so after that I got the Audio-Technica AT-LP60 Bluetooth edition. Now, you can look at this box and say, there's a record player in there, it's pretty small. Well, yeah, and you'll see why I want to get it open. This is from Urban Outfitters, never ordered from there before, and I think I've got a really good deal here. Original price, when it came out, I think last year, or this particular model, or revision came out in 2020, was £100. Then on the website, when I looked, it had gone down to 80, but there was a 30% off code on selected products on Urban Outfitters website, and this was one of them, so this took it down to £56, almost half its original price, and that's with free postage as well. I wouldn't pay 100 for this, and I wouldn't really pay 80 for it either. But for not much over £50, almost half its original price, I couldn't resist. Pretty well packaged. Got a bit of bubble wrap at the top. Chuck all that out of the way. So, here is the record player in its box. And as you can see, it is a mini turntable, because this is a Crosley Record Store Day 2020 mini turntable that only plays 3-inch records. Now then, before I crack open into this box and to give you a demo, I have to say something about Crosley and about all those sort of similar style budget turntables. They're not high-end. If you've got some money, spend it on something decent. I know some people like Crosleys and suitcase turntables, and I think as kind of gimmicky, sort of almost adult toys go, yeah, I can see the appeal, but if you're serious about records, collecting vinyl, then you want something better than a Crosley. I know it sounds kind of hypocritical, me saying that when I'm unboxing a Crosley here, but this is just a bit of fun. I thought for the price, and you can only play certain 3-inch discs on it. The 3-inch discs are really hard to come by, but I'll get into that in a moment, because there should be a couple included in this box. In fact, I'm looking at the sticker that's sealing up the box, and it does tell you which couple of discs I get free with this, but I'll show you that when I get this open. Best way of opening this, just I think probably slice it across this sticker here. I want to keep this box fairly nice, although this record player be so small I can just have it out as like an ornament. That's another thing. If you got one of these and you've got no discs to play on it, it'd just be nice to sort of put somewhere as a bit of a talking point, really. This came out for Record Store Day last year. I think the previous model was like a metallic looking one, which came out for Record Store Day 2019. At the top of the box, we've got warranty for the US and Canada, so that's of no use to me. We have got an instruction manual, which I will keep, but I don't think I should need it, unless I need to sort the belt out on it, but I would have thought it was ready to go out the box. And now then, at the top, here is a couple of discs. Now then, I will hopefully demo these in a little bit. These are by Post Malone, who is the American, I think he's classed as a rapper. I've never owned any Post Malone music before. I know he's quite popular, particularly over in the States. I have heard of him, and I think the little bit of music I've heard from him, I thought's fine, it's okay, maybe not to my taste ultimately. But a couple of Post Malone discs there. We'll have a closer look at those in a bit, and hopefully I'll be able to play you a little bit of one of those when I demo this turntable. So it's got polystyrene inside a cardboard box. Oh, now then, there's some cables at the bottom here. Let's quickly show you these. That'll be your RCA cable to plug into an external speaker. This mini turntable will have a built-in speaker, which is not going to sound great, but for demo purposes at least, and just because this is more of a novelty than anything, it'll be fine. And also, we've got, it looks like a charging cable. It's not, this doesn't run on a chargeable battery. This is just something like a power lead type thing to plug into a USB wall plug if you want to run it off the mains, but I'm going to run it off some AA batteries. Well packaged, can't fault Crosley for this. Comes in 2 sections here. We've got the dust cover lid that's enshrined in cellophane. Is it one that's hinged? Yes, I think it is actually. Very nice. And the actual turntable itself. There we are. Just a diddy little thing, really. Yeah, it's this kind of transparent design that's quite popular with modern technology. It reminds me a little bit of one of the editions of the Game Boy that came out in the 1990s, where you could see all its innards. An interesting thing, I don't know if people know, but if you're a prisoner in America, I don't know about this country, but an American incarcerated person, and you want some sort of cassette player or radio or something, it has to be a see-through one with very little sort of in the way of options and buttons. And Sony, for one, used to design, and might still do, specific tech for prison usage. We'll have a better look at this when I reset up my camera. On first impressions, it's it's a little Diddy Crosley turntable. You know, fits in my hand, look. Bizarre, really. Just looking for the, yeah, I can see the little speaker there. Right, so I'm going to set up my camera so that you've got a better view of me demonstrating this little turntable here. So here's a closer look at the turntable. Now the lid, it looks like it should be hinged, but I don't think it is actually. I mean, it's just a cheap little thing, really. But it's good as a dust cover. You just lift it on and off, and maybe if I kind of fiddled around with it a bit more, it would maybe hinge a little bit, but I don't think it'd open fully then. As you can see, when it feels like it's connected, it only opens like a certain amount, and that's not enough really to get in. So I'll take that off. A little look round. It's got a proper Audio-Technica cartridge and stylus on it. Comes with slip mat. It's got a slightly felty feel that's, don't like that. That'll be the on and volume switch, and we've also got, weirdly, tone control as well. And there's sort of a point in the middle of this dial here where you can feel it's at kind of 50% as it sort of makes a slight click. On the back, headphone port, which would also be to send out to an external cable as well, and your USB port to plug it into the mains. There's no chargeable battery or any sort of battery in it, not until I put in my 4 AA's anyway. So yeah, a very simple diddy little device. Do I like this transparent look? Yeah, it's kind of growing on me a little bit. I think the edition of this mini turntable they brought out in 2019, where it's, although it will still be all plastic, it's got like a metallic sort of look to it. I'd probably prefer that one, but this is the one that was available at Urban Outfitters, and it's an Urban Outfitters exclusive as well, apparently. Right, so we need to get started really and get this working. I won't untie that cable tie just yet. I want to put the batteries in first. So this is a little bit difficult to do with a tripod in front of me. Takes 4 AA's, but as I say, you can plug it into the wall, and that USB lead doesn't look overly long to me. I've not got it out the packaging and measured it or anything, but I think it can be swapped out for a much longer one if you need to. Checking which side the batteries go. Yeah, I think I've got it. Sorry that I'm doing a lot of this off camera. It's just easier for me. Those batteries seated properly, yes, I think so. Batteries are in, hopefully in the right way, otherwise I've got to reshoot putting those in again. I'll take this cable tie off the tone arm. Obviously if it looks like I'm making a dog's dinner of this demo, it's because it's a difficult angle for me to do it under normal circumstances, obviously, I would not have a phone and a tripod and whatever stuck in my face. Let's turn it on, make sure that it's working. It's only one speed, by the way, this. Ah, there we are. But I can't see that very well, but it is spinning, look. You can hear a very slight motor sound. So that's good. So I think we're all ready to go. Let's turn that off for a moment. So, as I say, it came with two 3-inch vinyl singles here. Single-sided, both from Post Malone. I think they're off an album of his that came out either last year or the year before. They're sealed here, so once these are open, that's probably depreciated the value, but there's no point me sort of saving them. This one is called Wow.
Wow.
Just one track on it, one-sided, and this one says Hollywood's Bleed. No, I think that's the name of the album it's on. I think this one's called Sunflowers, from what I was reading. And there's other ones that you can collect. I don't know if they came with editions in America or they were just on sale during Record Store Day last year generally. But there is others in this little 3-inch red sleeve Post Malone collection. Right, let's see if this works then. It looks like it's working because the platter's moving round. Let's take this out of its cellophane. I think it comes with like a little poster. Let's get this out just to have a little look. Don't know. Oh, there we are. There he is, Post Malone there. Some of you will know of him, certainly. I didn't really care what little records came with this, as long as it came with something to be able to demonstrate. So I'll just demonstrate the one, just try and keep this video going fairly snappily. I've got Sunflowers out here. Ah, now then, I forgot about this, but coloured discs as well, look. So that's the size of the disc, a really diddy little thing. Just single-sided. Ah, now then. Yes, now I've run into an issue here. Can you see? It needs a centre hole adapter. Now then, did one come in the box? I'm hoping it did. Yes, it did. Phew! It's in the bag with the USB cable. It's a little tiny thing. Sort of blink and you'll miss it. But there it is. A really diddy, tiny centre hole adapter. So put this on. There we are. You can feel it sort of a lot more secure now. Let's get this going. So lift the towed arm up. It's manual, of course, this. And I've just realised that the stylus cover is still on. There we are. That's held on by a little rubber band there. Right, let's try again. Turn it up all the way. And I can't hear anything. Well, apart from sort of the general noise of electricity. Right, let me see what's going on here. I forget, this is the first time I've ever tried this out. Is that the right side up? You'd have thought so. You'd have thought it'd be the side where the label is. Let me have a little look. Yeah, the stylus is out. There we are. I just wasn't putting it down properly. So this is as loud as it goes, which isn't very loud at all. This is on maximum volume. And here's the pitch control. So the sound quality is tinny, I think's the polite term. I mean, I couldn't tell you whether this is an accurate representation, whether it's running at the right speed here, or whether it would need some fine adjusting with the pitch control here. Because I've never listened to this song before. But as a little toy, that's all it is really, it's just a toy. I think this is quite fun really, just a little diddy record player that can only play 3-inch single-sided discs, and all the 3-inch single-sided discs that are available, most of those, like, as soon as record store day begins and ends, like, they just shoot up in value because they're just kind of collector's things. So I think for me to be able to get 2 Post Malone singles free with basically almost a half-price little turntable from last year, I think that's pretty good. Let me just take this back. There we are, I've put it in the proper run in there. I didn't last time, I just stuck it down anyway. Yeah, so this is the Crosley Record Store Day mini turntable. It is what it is. It's just a little bit of fun. Nice little collectible coloured record there. What else can I say other than thank you for watching. Thank you to Urban Outfitters for sending this out pretty promptly, it has to be said. If you want more information about sort of these little records and stuff, just let me know. Give me a shout in the comments or message me at the usual places. And we can have a chat about this weird sort of little gimmicky Record Store Day exclusive format. And of course I want to thank especially my wonderful subscribers and generous patrons. My Patreon link is in the description as always. And please will you join me again next time for my next 3-inch record and record player unboxing. Cheers everyone. See ya.